Hi, y'all. I'm Megan with Booking Joy, and we are going to talk a little bit about recruiting. I started last July. I think I'm gonna have to mute you. So it won't. There. Okay. Now I think maybe there, so it won't echo. Okay. I started last July, and I think that well, and I promoted. It wasn't Climb back then. It was Write Your Own Success Story, and I did all those things and promoted Express Success, which is like promoting in your climb, and did the Leader Story Continued, which I think now is when you become an advanced leader, kind of within 2 months after you promote. Anyway, I did all of that, and I feel like recruiting is something that I am good at. It doesn't make me nervous, and it never has. And it's kind of weird because I'm a pretty, I don't know if I'm shy, but I'm pretty quiet. I'm a quiet person. I don't really just like, sorry, I have fruit flies in my house that are driving me insane. I don't just like go talk to people. I don't, if I go somewhere where I don't know anyone, I feel really awkward, and I just like sit there until I find someone that I know. Like that, I'm not a real outgoing person, like at all. I went to a field trip, which is like a mini convention in February, and that was the first UBAM thing I got to go to because I joined after convention last year, and I made my husband go with me because I don't like to do that. I don't know. I don't like to. I'll be like, I'm happy at my house with my family, and then that's all I need. So it's really weird that recruiting comes pretty naturally to me. But I think it's because I have a really big why. So I think the first thing that you need to figure out is, what is your why? Why did you join, and why do you want to keep growing? I joined because my oldest daughter, some of you have probably heard this story a million times, but sorry, is dyslexic, and we homeschooled, and she hated reading, and it was a fight every time. Hated it. Anyway, she got Ella Diaries and fell in love, and she read a whole chapter book. She was 9 then, and it was the first time she read a chapter book. And then she asked for the next one and the next one, and I was like, what? So, and I knew I wanted these books because she loves animals, so we also got Life Size, and I don't remember what else, but all of my kids loved them. I guess I didn't have Judah at that point, but when we first started getting the books. My husband is a firefighter, and I stay home and homeschool. And so we have always lived on a very extremely tight budget. It's not very fun. And so I couldn't just buy the books whenever I wanted to. So, and I couldn't like just host a party every month and expect all of my friends and family to come buy books so that I could get them for free. So I joined, but I couldn't join until the kits used to be $75 and $125, and I couldn't afford that. And so in July they had a kit special, which was $30, and I could afford it. And so I joined in July because I could join for $30. And I had my launch party, and I don't even know. I thought I had an awesome party, but then now that I've had my recruits and see their launch parties, I'm like, wait, I should have invited more people to mine. I didn't do a very good job, but I did. I had like $500 in sales or something, maybe close to 600, but I didn't have like, I've seen people have like over $1,000 in sales in their launch party. Anyway, so I got a lot of books with that, and I thought, oh, that's so cool. Hi, Diane. So I was like, that's so cool. But I wasn't really planning on continuing. I don't know. I didn't join to like build this huge business and earn a trip. Like, I didn't even really realize that was a possibility, I don't think. Um, but I got all of these books and I was like, wow, this is awesome. And then my team leader said, okay, let's make a list of 10 people that, maybe will want to help you. And I just said, okay, like, I don't even know what we're doing, but okay, I'll do whatever. And I did. And then I had, I had a couple people host for me that were really great. I guess I have really good friends and family. So I had quite a few that did. I have a big family. So they hosted some parties for me. And then I started to get a paycheck. And I was like, oh, this is nice. First I just like bought myself stuff because I hadn't been able to do that in a long time. Like since we had our third kid, probably, I hadn't been able to just shop when I wanted to. And so yeah, I probably didn't do a very good job at saving like I should have, but it was so exciting. And I thought, well, why would I not want to share this? I have gotten all of these. I mean, like I had gotten so many books for free, and it was helping me financially, which is something we needed. And also I have been a stay-at-home mom. My oldest is 11. And so I kind of had lost a little bit of myself. I mean, I like clean, do laundry, and take care of everyone else. I needed something for me. Like I needed friends, but without having to leave my house because I don't really like to do that. So it was just such a blessing to me that it has been so easy for me to share. So I think that's the first thing that you have to do. Figure out your why and make sure that it's big enough that you feel like, hey, why would I not share this with people? Like this is something amazing. And that's truly how I feel. It's been amazing to me. I've gotten to meet so many amazing friends. I have women that pray for me and that I get to pray for, which I know that part is not, Diane, you said I was saying that I haven't been really prepared because we had my sister's gender reveal, and like I just got home from it right before, and my sister just texted me, I still can't believe I'm having my own baby. So sweet. Okay, sorry. Anyway, so from the very start, it's been easy for me to share. I haven't ever felt weird about it. Also, when I first started, I would go live in every single party. I don't anymore because the more books that I've accumulated, I overshare, and then I have I go way too long, and I'm sure people don't want to see all of my books, but it was good at first because it's like they see a real person, not just some lady who's like trying to make money off of them. I got to tell my story. Like, do what?
You should go live.
I should. I need to figure out.
Swear by it.
I need to figure out how to do it in Squee because I've only been partying in Squee. So
we've been going live. I feel like it really helps your cells.
It does because they can see that you are a real person. And honestly, like I have my kids come in during my lives all the time. I mean, it never fails. I'm sure one will come in now. I mean, or eventually before this is over. But and I think it helps that people are like, oh, so she's a mom with all these kids that are like coming in there, and she is making a full-time income now and is getting to go to Hawaii, but she is doing it from her house. It's just like, you can see that I'm just a normal person. There's nothing special about me. I'm just a normal person that really, really, really loves these books. And I really, really, really love my family. And I really, really, really love being able to buy something when I want it. That's the truth. Nothing like huge, but like a t-shirt. I like to buy cute t-shirts that say funny things. So anyway, so find your why. And it has to be big enough that you feel like, why would I not share this? And then I ask almost every single person in every party. if they want to join. And sometimes I'm just like, hey, this might sound really weird, but have you ever thought of being a book lady? Can I tell you a little bit about it? I think you might like it. I mean, I just am genuine. I don't try to, yes, the scripts are great, but when you're trying to get someone to join you on a business thing, I feel like you have to be genuine. Like your whole awkward self. Just be real, and they're gonna like you more than if you are just this like perfect person who does everything right. Because nobody, you can't, like, I would feel like I don't want to join with them. I'm not perfect. I can't do that. So be yourself. Like, don't be afraid to be awkward, or just be genuine. And that is going to make people, they're going to like you more, and they're going to be like, okay, sure, why not try it? I have nothing to lose. Because they really don't. You can have, I mean, when you can join for $25 and you get some mini books and a $15 book credit, then you're not losing anything at all. And you can earn so much in climb. So that you make back what you spent, like, right off the bat. So those are my two things. That's really all I do. And of course, when I ask them, like, have you ever thought about being a book lady? They're like, no, not really. And then I'll just say, well, you should. And then I just speak into those hesitations. Because everyone is like, I think people look at direct sales like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be all salesy and pushy, and I don't either. And I'm not. I don't feel like I am. I don't know. I feel like I'm just myself. I just tell the truth, and then here comes a kid. What's the matter?
This is the first thing I've ever sold.
Really?
I said sold. Babe.
Okay. There's a kid. There's one.
Hi.
This is Millie. She's number 4. I started in the car where I'm like, okay, are y'all on here? Count off. We'll go get your scrunchies. At Mama's house? Okay, we'll get them tomorrow, okay?
So cute.
I don't know what my husband's doing. Nothing. Okay, so be yourself. Find your why. Ask everyone. Not because you want them to join and you want to make money off. I can't spin you. Not because you want them to join so you can make money off of them. One moment. Sorry, she'll probably be back in here. Okay, I'll try to make it quick, so maybe another kid won't come in here. Okay, find your why, ask everyone, and be genuine. Don't be afraid to be awkward or to have children come in. Okay, also, okay, can you be quiet? Okay. I know, I have heard that people are having a hard time getting parties booked right now. And I feel like normally this is the most, like, the busiest season for book ladies. It's like October and November. Yeah, pretty much. So, and the first week or 2 of December are sometimes busy. But this year has all been weird, so who knows? The summer was extremely busy because everyone was stuck at home, and then the first of the school year because people are homeschooling a lot more than they were before. So I think that may be part of what is you're so cute. What is making it a bit harder to get parties booked right now, but I think that it's starting now where people are like, okay, no, I still have to buy Christmas presents. Like, just because 2020 has been crazy, nothing stops, everything keeps going. And I have a downline on my team that has had some trouble with you get a hostess or you get a recruit and then they kind of do nothing. And you're like, okay. They do nothing. And you're like, wait, why did you say you wanted to have a party? Why did you join if you don't really want to do anything? And so it was when I was in this other team's training that I just like pretended that I was a part of their team. And she said, one of the women on there, she has no blue in her. If you've done the color test, I'm like all blue and gold. I feel everything and I like everything neat and nice. Like it's kind of frustrating me that she's messing that up back there right now because I want it neat and nice. Bryn will read it to you. Will you read it to her, please? Okay. Go to bed. Anyway, so I think she's a senior director, the one that answered. She's a director or a senior director. She said that when she gets a hostess from the very start, she gets on the phone with them. And I have not ever gotten on the phone with a hostess ever. I have gotten on the phone with 2 recruits, and it was because they asked if they could call me, and like they had a few questions they wanted to ask me, and I was like, okay. But so she calls them. She'll say, they're like, how do you get them to accept your phone call? And she was like, well, I'm orange. Like she's all orange. She has no blue. So she said, I just don't take no for an answer. So I did take notes when she was saying this. She said that she'll be like, hey, is whatever day at 8:30, is that still going to work for you for your party? I'd really like to call you just to give you a quick overview of everything that we're going to do and how the party's going to work. Can I call you at 7 tonight? And if they're like, no, I won't be home. I won't be home at 7, or we'll be whatever. Then she does just like if you're speaking into hesitation. She's like, oh yeah, I totally understand. I have kids too. I got to cook supper too. So how about tomorrow at whatever time? She just kind of like doesn't take no for an answer. Which I think is kind of what I do with recruiting, because I'm like, no, this is good for you. I promise you're not gonna lose anything. So she calls them, and she says she keeps it less than 6 minutes long so that they're not just completely overwhelmed. And she explains the inviting process, how fun it's going to be, but the reason why we do invites and not mass inviting, because it's more personal. And then, these people are going to be so much happier that you just didn't randomly invite them to another party. And then she tells them the rewards that they're going to get and how fun the party is going to be, with how they're going to get to bond and catch up with their friends. And then she does, and if you don't want to do a phone call and you're doing, and if you're following like the scripts that we do for sending out messages, it is best if you do a voice memo and not the whole long thing about, everything that you have to do, because people get overwhelmed. And then that's when we have noticed lately, they're like, they don't say anything at all. And so she gets them on the phone, and then she tells them everything, and she's like, okay, we're just going to go through a whole friends list and invite everyone from, A to Z, everyone that has a kid. All right, now go to bed if you're bored. Okay. And so then she said, then the next day she'll send out the invite script, and she'll be like, okay, go ahead and start. Instead of doing the forwarding thing, she does send messages, start in your friends list and start with the A's and do A, B, C, and D. And she'll check with them at breakfast time or in the morning time and do that. And then at lunch, she'll be like, okay, now let's do E, F, G, and H. And then, later in the day, and she keeps going until they go all the way through Z. And then that way they really are inviting their entire friends list and not, when you do the forwarding thing, it doesn't always pull everyone up. So I don't know. I have changed that in the Facebook partying script. So if you haven't, I don't know, if you have it saved on your computer, you might want to get check out the new one, because I have changed it up a little bit to make it more like that, because I do think people see that long message and they're like, then it scares them off. But I thought that was cool. I don't know. I've never called anyone. I know, it's the Nutcracker. Can you go share it with Clara? Go show her. Okay, go see if Daddy's in the living room and get him to read it. Okay, do y'all have any? It should be, it should be in the party ideas page in Unit 2. Wherever the hostess coaching script is in Unit 2, it should have it saved in there. I can post it though in the party ideas page. I'll put the link to the.
I don't mind looking. Right. I just wanted to be sure that I'm doing this at the right minute.
Okay. Yes, and I'm gonna work on the how to launch a new recruit one too. And I have gotten a lot of trainings that I can share with y'all. They're going to be in our leader page, but for the people that are going for promotion, then I'll share some of them with y'all too, because you need them. Because I have this fly that will not leave me alone, because y'all have recruits that you are trying to get going, or you're trying to get recruits so that you can get going. Daddy can read it.
Well, he doesn't want to.
That's right. He doesn't want to. Not that he can't. Do you all have any other questions? Please don't knock that down, Millie.
Oh, let's see. One of my, I feel like I ask a lot of people, but then, I don't know if anyone else runs into this, but I feel like tons of people already sell something, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
You can sell, but that's if somebody asked me to sell something else, I would say no, because this is what I'm doing. This is what I love. So I feel like they feel that same way about what they're doing. And I want to respect that and be like, okay, that is a valid, I'm not going to say mine's better than yours.
Right.
It is. But I feel like there's nothing, what do you say to that? Or do you come across that often? Because literally the last 4 or 5 hostesses that I have, they all sell something else, and they're just doing it the party for the books.
Right. Yes, and I have come across that more lately, because I think more people have. I think more people have started doing.
Yeah,
or more moms we're at home now. Yeah. So if that happens, I tell them that they can join for the discount. Then they can get the commission and the books, and they don't have any quotas to meet. And they can party here and there if they want to, or just use it for the discount or whatever. But then so we turn it into their lunch, and I still announce it's their lunch. If they're a hostess, then I announce it's their lunch, and then I'm gonna mute you.
Yeah.
I don't know why it does that. Okay. So then I just tell them that they can join for the discount, and then I'm like, okay, let's get a party booked, because to get the double rewards, you really are supposed to get a party booked. Anyway, and then then lots of times they find that it's fun and easier than what they're doing, and make like their parties are more successful. Especially right now, I feel like people are buying books a lot more than anything else. I don't know. I just still tell them that they can do both. That I know with UBAM's rules, you can do more than one thing until you're an upper level leader, and then you can't. So, I mean, I tell them make sure, like with their whatever company they're with, that it's okay. But most companies, it's fine unless you get to a certain level. So, I don't know. And then I just say, well, you can join for the discount. And then sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. But I have found that if they're not like higher up with the company that they're working with already, then that they will try it out.
Okay. Well, I have another question. So, like, at what point so these are non-hostesses. At what point in your parties do you like to be like, hey, have you ever thought about being a book lady? Because like as in like during the party, in your thank you, like in your like follow up, and when they ordered, because sometimes I feel like they're like, I'm like super engaged with them, and they're like, oh yeah, I love books, it's so fun. I'm like, yeah, I love books too, so glad I found someone else that loves books like I do. And they're like, yeah, me too, I can't wait to place my order. And I'm like, me too, like, well, I'll be looking for it. And like, oh, have you ever thought about being a book lady? I think you'd be so awesome at it. And then they're like, meh. And then they like don't order, or they don't respond to follow-ups. And I feel like it like ruins sales sometimes. Like when you're like establishing a rapport, and then you like throw it in, and then they're like, I don't do the whole long like I just say like a very like get to know them, and then be like, hey, have you ever even thought about this? Like, I think it might be really fun for you, or something, or like, I love this. Yeah. But then they're like, and then it's like, it's not awkward, but it kind of is, in that like, it's like, okay, now I feel like I'm not being fake, but it feels like I fakely like led you to this, you know, like I was really cared and interested in, and now I said this because that was my goal.
Right.
And to me, like, I just want to share it with them, and I tell them, like, when they say no, they're like, oh, that's fine, like this is what, you know, I just want to share it with everybody because I love it, and I want you to love it too, or whatever.
Yeah.
So can I send you the question? But whatever. But what is like your best or timing for it?
Okay. You're naked too, so and you're a little larger. Can you don't come this way? Sorry. All of my children are naked. So, okay. Hi. Okay. Go get in my bed. Okay. Sorry. I'm really not sorry. I don't know why I say sorry. Like, I'm really not. Okay. So this is not going to work. The way I do things is not going to work how everyone does things, because not everyone believes the way I do. But I pray over my parties before they start, and during the parties. I pray over like the people that are in it, and ask God to kind of lead me to people I'm supposed to talk to. I know that might sound really crazy, but that is what I do. And I also, when I bring it up the first time, I'll be like, okay, I know this might sound really weird, and please be like really honest with me. I just like I'm not, I don't know. I think I'm just more, I'm more awkward about it than the script. I think so.
I've tried to go like, because I was doing the script, and like, then it was like, okay, I think I need to find like a new, better way to like not be like robotic about it. And then now I've just been trying to do like more like that, or like, okay, please, like, feel free to say no, or don't hate me, or please don't think I'm annoying, but this is really great. Have you ever thought about it? but I don't know. But do you like doing that in the beginning? Like when you're talking with them, or after they order, when you're saying thank you?
I think it depends on the conversation or the person. Sometimes I do it right from the start. If they are commenting already, like on the posts, I'll do it from the start. But if they say no, like before the party, I kind of don't really, like, I'll be like, oh, that's okay. You know, I just thought maybe you'd like to try. And then I totally switch the conversation to nothing about joining. And then I just keep talking to them about the party. I mean, like, I make it like, okay, cool, no big deal. Thanks for being honest with me. And then I don't just keep pushing and pushing and pushing, because that's when I feel like they do stop, like, okay, I don't want to talk to her anymore. And then if they haven't like commented at all, or, you know, if they're not just like really into the party, then I do ask them after, like after they order, or if they haven't ordered, or but if I have that conversation and relationship already started like before the party, then I'll ask then. But then if they say no, or like I already do whatever, I like, okay, so like if they say I already do whatever they say they do, then I'm like, oh, I love that. That's awesome. And then I act like I mean, sometimes I really like what they sell.
I know, but that's how I wound up getting a party, but also having to buy 3 sets of nails. Well, I love those. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, like, I really do. I like those. I do like the nails. But then if it's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to like say the names. Like if it's like like kitchenware or cooking stuff, I'm like, I don't cook, but I probably, if I did, I'm sure I'd like that. But I don't know. So I do that. I say I really love those things, and sometimes I end up buying. I'm in 2 parties right now, but they're okay. The 2 parties I'm in that are book ladies on my team. Oh my! Look, she's so proud she's not naked. Yeah, they can see you. Oh, there you go. Okay,
There it
you're
goes.
still there. Okay.
I just put it on right now.
Okay. So I kind of do that where I'm like, oh yeah, I love that. That's awesome. Invite me to a party sometime. But if they ask me to host, I'll be like, okay, yes. I hardly ever say no. I know there's a lot of book ladies that are really like they don't host very often for other people, but I'm like, how can I say no when I'm trying to get people to do the same thing with me? But I do warn them like that I have like a couple of big parties throughout the year where I invite all of my friends and family. So if it's not a very big party, I'm going to apologize, because you know that my people, they're going to come to my book stuff because they know that's what I've been doing. And, you know, that's what I've been doing for over a year now. So if I don't know, if I invite them to this other stuff, then they're probably not going to come. So honestly, I invite book ladies to my parties that I host because y'all aren't selling those.
Are you doing that Christmas party?
You what?
Will you be doing the 12 books of Christmas?
I'm not doing that one. So
Is that one a good idea for you?
I don't know. That's a new thing that has never been like, they have not ever done that before. I got it from our old page. Because I can still get their party stuff. So I do, and Alexi makes really cute graphics. So I'm not gonna like try to make my own when she makes them. So I hope you listen it. And so they did that this year, but last year we did a Stock Their Sleigh party, and it was more like a book drive or a party with a purpose, and I loved that so much more. So you could either do it yourself or ask someone if they want to host a party where if they have an organization that they want to donate books to, or care a lot about, if they would want to host a party and then get books for those kids or those people. So my mom and I did it together because she has a friend whose daughter works at the Texas Boys Ranch shelter. So it's like foster kids that are in between houses, and they stay there for like maybe I think up to 2 weeks. It might be more, I don't remember, but it's just like a transition spot, so they don't feel like they're not like at a home. They're not anywhere. They don't know where they're going next, and so we did it for them, and it was a stock their sleigh party, and I liked that so much more than, I don't know. I didn't want to do the 12. I didn't even really, honestly, I didn't look at it. I copied and pasted, and I didn't look at it. I just want to hold that baby right now.
Do you have the graphics for the Stop Their Sleigh?
I do, and I'm waiting. I was kind of like gonna wait until after Halloween.
Sure.
We did it in November, and so I'll post it like the 1st of November. I'm gonna wait and see if they make new graphics, because if they do, then I'm gonna use theirs, and if they don't, then I'll just revamp ours for this year, because I don't want to use the same ones I used last year for my, I'm like, people that have been on for at least a year, then they're gonna have done that party.
Right.
So I want to use different graphics. So I'm gonna wait and see if they do them, make them first. I don't really know I don't know how to know until they post it, because they don't tell me. So, but yes, I want to do that again, and I'll do it as a team thing. I'll put it on the party page for everyone in November. I want to get past Halloween first, and then do the stock their sleigh.
My other question was, for how long do you go live in a party, or did you go live?
I think I was told like try to keep it at 10 minutes, but I never did. It would always be like 20 or 25.
Well, how do you do that?
There,
I mean, if you're posting on an event,
what?
if you're posting on an event, like, aren't you posting at the same time while you're live?
No. You're just live, and then you continue posting after you go live. Like your post 2 would be your going live. And then you continue with post 3, 4, 5, whatever afterwards. So what I would do when I did that, so that people would stay on, there is a graphic in the party ideas page. She's pretending like she's pregnant.
That's hilarious.
Sorry. Okay, there's a game you can play where it's where you tell them that you are going to say a secret word sometime during the party. That's how I got Courtney to join. Courtney is one of my first line leaders. So she stayed on my live the whole time because she was waiting for me to say that secret word, and I didn't even say it in the live. I always said it in the join me post. But that's something you can do. And then it makes people stay. But I think that they do like seeing the insides of the books anyway.
Yeah, me and Diane have been doing the lives like the last several weeks at least, and I feel like there's several. I mean, there's not like everybody. No, not too many people come, but some people do rewatch it, and then like several people have gotten like they've ordered based on what I post, so you know that it is helping. I think, or they at least get some ideas. Or we'll do like if you come to the live and comment, that's like one person tonight is gonna get a prize. Like, can I do like $5 off because you came to my live and you won? So I don't know. So it's a little bit. So I think that has helped. And I obviously I don't know what I'm doing, but I try and keep it to like 10 minutes and then my posts the next like 20 minutes, so that like, because no one's going to stick around in the party for like, I feel like for longer than 20-30 minutes. So I try and like keep it all like within that time. And when you do them on a group, I have them scheduled so that even if I'm finishing up my live and I went past 10 minutes, they're still going up. So the people who aren't on my live can still interact with the post. I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah.
That helps. Thanks.
Any way that they can do it, any way that they'll participate. I'm willing to do all modalities.
For 20 minutes on accident, and that was too long.
But people stayed on yours.
Because I lost. No, but I lost people.
Yeah, no, you do lose them after, I would say within 5 minutes, honestly.
I think so, yeah. But I feel
Yeah.
like it helps sales because, like, I showed the hotel for the video, and this
Yeah.
guy bought the whole set and the little box book. Too.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Okay. Have anything else? Any more
What?
questions? Maggie,
What
do you have any
advice?
questions about recruiting?
Oh God. How do I keep momentum? I don't know. I feel like I've lost some steam as of late. And of course, you know, I recruited my sister and I'm trying to keep her motivated. But at least I know her personality a little bit and I can be a little bit pushier,
Yeah.
but like I had a hostess, she was supposed to be on Sunday and it was just like, oh, too busy. And when I contacted her like a full week ahead, and I didn't hear anything from her until like 3 days later. And then when I did, it was like, oh, sorry, I've been so busy with my 2 jobs, etc. And then I tried to reply like, it's okay, you know, life gets busy, whatever. And I was like, well, do you want to start your invites? And I just haven't heard nothing back. And obviously party day came and went, and it's just like ghost,
Yeah.
which is fine. Crap happens. But it's just like, ugh.
Okay, you're gonna have to go back and watch the start of this where I talked about
Oh, I'm sure there's lots of stuff. I
this
can't believe I
is
missed the beginning.
doing that. That also, okay, so this year is just weird. It's
Very weird.
it's not normal. So I think it might be tough for a few months. Maybe after, hold on. I don't know why I keep thinking if I shut the door, they're not going to come back. Maybe after the election, people will be like, I don't know. I just feel like there's so much tension everywhere because of everything that maybe after the election, that'll ease up a little bit or make it worse. Who knows? Or hopefully COVID will just start to chill out or get worse. Who knows? I think that we're really just going to have to give people grace and work a little harder until things are not so weird. I mean, everything is so weird right now. This is like nothing I've ever experienced in my life. And even my parents were like, oh, this is weird. So, you know, it's like, it's, I want to share I shared it with Diane and Brenna. It's Gina Shear, and she's talking about how to make 6 figures. And she talks about how when you start out, you're going to put in a lot of work, a lot more work than later. And I did that. I put in a lot of work when I first started. I worked really hard. And now, I mean, I still work really hard, but I don't have to, I mean, I have people that are working hard too. So it's different. It's not just me trying to work hard. Kind of now it's different though, because I'm like trying to figure out how to do all of this without a team leader for myself. And I think that's probably been a part of our page growing slower over the last few months, is because I've had to figure out a lot of things that I didn't have to do before they were just given to me, and then I could give them to my people, and I don't have that anymore. But yes, I get the party stuff. I can get the VIP group postings, and that's all. I don't get anything like the trainings or anything like that. So I've like just been trying to find people that will help me that are not on that team. And I have friends that are in there that will still give me things. And so I have a lot more trainings I can share that they have already done. And when I was in there, because I don't lead the way that they lead, which is probably why we got kicked out, but I would take everything I learned from them and just kind of turn it into my own personality. I'm really laid back, and I don't like to be mean at all, ever. So that's
unnecessary in general.
yes. And I don't know. I would take what I learned and just use it in my own way. Does that make sense?
It's organic that way because you're doing it based on your personality. Yes. You're not being a robot. That's disingenuous.
Right. So I think that's probably a lot of why we have grown slower since we left that page. We have, like, all over, not just me or not just my leader. Like, it's just been the whole team, because it was like we were there one day and then we weren't. It was a huge transition for everyone, and I feel like I'm just now to where I'm like, okay, I can do this. I don't know why I thought I couldn't, because I was doing it anyway. So I don't know why. It was something I had to work on in my head. So sorry that y'all had to deal with that, but I'm really glad that y'all stayed and joined instead of leaving me. I think we're going to be I think we're going to be a much better team like we are, doing things like we are. I like that we have choices for Squee or Facebook or, whatever, and you can do things in your own way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what that question was about. Probably nothing. Maggie, you just go back and watch it, because I'm recording it. I'll figure out how to upload it to YouTube, and then I'll post it tomorrow. Yeah. Because at the start I talked a lot about recruiting. And hopefully it helped. The things that I do to recruit. So I'm gonna stop recording now.